We are at the heart of the city, where the ocean meets the land and the shores have a magnificent history of anecdotes to share. We are at St. Basilica Cathedral, here in Chennai, one of its kind in the entire world, where even Marco Polo has mentioned this in his travelogues. It's been clearly said that it's just one of the three churches which built over the tomb of an apostle. Saint Thomas, one of the 12 apostles of Jesus Christ, came to the shore of India in the western coast after Jesus Christ's resurrection. He came to Kurungalur at the western coast of India and established 7.5 churches. These churches doesn't only mean a church-like structure or an architectural structure like we see today. It's more likely a group of people and congregation along with buildings which was built during that time, and a group of people who are there to worship the Lord. Over the years, he started his journey from the western coast to the eastern coast and reached Chennai, or the current-day Mylapore region, where he settled at Little Mount and started influencing the people towards Christianity and the Word of God. The tradition says Saint Thomas was assassinated using a spear on December 18, and 3 days he walked towards the shore to other mountains and was killed. He died on December 21st, and it's the day when we celebrate the feast of Saint Thomas. But here at St. Tom Church, the feast is also celebrated at July 3rd. Of St. Thomas is celebrated at July 3rd here just because of his relics were shifted from Mylapore to the present-day Turkey during the date of July 3rd in the later centuries. So from then on, the feast was celebrated on July 3rd. But all the three dates hold equal importance for St. Thomas Christians in India. After the burial of St. Thomas, a small shrine-like structure was built over the tomb here. Over the centuries, it remained intact. Later, when the Portuguese arrived here for colonization and trade purposes, they built a church over the tomb and replaced the shrine. It was during the year of 1523. Over the years again, slowly and gradually, when the British arrived during the year 1896, a church was built over the tomb, and later it was recognized as a Roman Catholic Church. And in 1956, this church was further elevated as a minor basilica which commemorated the presence of St. Thomas' tomb in Chennai. St. Thomas Christians dates in history almost 250 years back from when Christianity was actually established all over the world. So this church holds a major significant role. As we document this church, we hope to cover at least major aspects of its historical, cultural and the current day significance in the Christian people all over the world and the community living all over Chennai.
Standing against the vibrant skyline of Chennai stands the white facade of the St. Thomas Basilica, a mark of faith, history and neo-Gothic architecture. This beautiful structure is not just a church, but a story woven through time, depicting the final resting place of St. Thomas, one of the 12 apostles of Jesus. After 1896, there's the Gothic revival movement, after which we see pointed arches, spires and ribbed walls. In the 19th century, the British rebuilt church built by the Portuguese. Their style was the neo-Gothic revival architecture, which was prominent during that time in Europe, which the Britishers wanted to replicate in the Indian subcontinent. This tall spire stands as a beacon of faith and immense belief across the Christian communities spread over the city of.
Now that we have looked at the exterior neo-Gothic architecture, let us take a look inside. As you enter the church, you are immediately struck by the soaring vaulted ceilings that give the space a sense of openness and grandeur. The high arches, painted in soft pastel colors, lead the eye upwards towards the central dome, which is adorned with intricate frescoes depicting styles from the life of St. Thomas the Apostle. These vibrant artworks not only serve as a visual feast, but also tell the story of Christianity's deep roots in this part of India. The main altar is a focal point of the church, showcasing a beautiful crucifix and stained glass windows that fill the space with colorful light, adding to the spiritual ambience. The stained glass itself is a remarkable feature of the church's interior, depicting various biblical stories with stunning craftsmanship. The church's interior also includes a number of chapels dedicated to various saints, each one featuring unique artwork, sculptures, and altars that further enhance the sacred atmosphere. The overall design of Sandholm Church blends elements of neo-Gothic and Romanesque architecture. The delicate details such as columns, arches, and decorative moldings that enhance the sense of divine beauty and tranquility. The church's interior, like its exterior, is built in the neo-Gothic style, characterized by pointed arches, ribbed walls, and stained glass windows. The church features high vaulted ceilings supported by graceful columns which contribute to its sense of grandeur and spirituality. The church boasts numerous stained glass windows, including a main stained glass panel over the altar depicting Thomas the Apostle touching the wound of Christ. The ceiling is a ribbed vault made of teak wood, adding to the intricate details and beauty of the interior. Marble and granite are used in other parts of the construction, further enhancing the richness and elegance of the church's interior. The statue in the main altar represents Thomas the Apostle as a priest and Jesus Christ as king. The walls are adorned with murals and paintings, including the 14 stations of the cross, which add to the spiritual ambience. The nave or main area features impressive chandeliers. The church is built over the tomb of St. Thomas, one of the 12 apostles of Jesus, and a smaller tower in the center of the cathedral marks the exact location of the tomb. A museum within the church displays important artifacts, including the spear used to kill St. Thomas, his fingerprints, and as well as paintings depicting his life. The church has two chapels, one above ground and one underground, where pilgrims visit the tomb of St. Thomas. In conclusion, the interior architecture of Sandholm Church is not just a testament to craftsmanship and style, but also an embodiment of faith, creating a serene space for reflection and worship that has drawn pilgrims from around the world.
As we have gotten more into the idea of the architectural significance and the basic idea of the St. Thomas Basilica Cathedral, now let's get more into the idea of its cultural and historical significance and the religious prospects it holds in the city. The St. Thomas Church is one of the three churches in the world that is built over the tomb of an apostle, the others being the St. Peter's Church in the Vatican city of Rome, and the other is the Santiago de Compostela in Spain that is built over the tomb of St. James. It is recognized as national shrine by the Catholic Church. Nearby sites like the Little Mount and the St. Thomas Mounds also adds to its religious and cultural heritage. Tamil Christian literature, including hymns by scholars like Vedanyakam Sastyar and Henry Alfred Krishnapillai, adds a lot of legacy to this church. The church that is in front of me plays a huge role in the Christian identity of the people of Tamil Nadu. It has influenced a lot of traditions, folklore, literature, and it blends the Christian beliefs with the Tamil culture. The St. Thomas feast that is held on July 3rd is celebrated here every year, passing on traditions each year. And its associated Christian missionaries has been instrumental in influencing and establishing the oldest colleges and schools in and around Chennai and in India, promoting education amongst the poor and the marginalized. Missionaries influenced by the church presence played a great role in abolishing the caste discrimination and promoting women's education and improving the healthcare of the people. The church stands in Mylapore, a neighborhood famous to the Kapaleshwar temple, showing its rich and prosperous religious coexistence that is prevalent here. And many non-religious and non-Christian people also visit this place, showing how important and relevant is its spiritual and Christian community here. Indian Tamil and Malayali communities in the Sri Lanka, Malaysia and Singapore trace their origins back to this faith. The Basilica has strengthened South India's role in global Christianity, inviting people from all over the world, especially the pilgrims and the scholars, to this Basilica Church.
The assistant parish priest there was kind enough to give us information regarding the establishment of Basilica and the church, and he explained us about St. Thomas' life and his missionary works. Due to some technical issues, the audio
which we had taken of the priest was lost. Father has explained about the significance of the church, architectural styles, and how the church has influenced the people living nearby and the residents, also the Christian community, how their life was improved over time with the help of church and its activities. We had a kind tourist who was sweet enough to share his experience about coming to St. Thomas Basilica here at Chennai.
Here we are. Well, shall we start? Yes, yes. Oh, thank you. My name is Ivica Bota, family name Bota. I came from Croatia in Europe. Yes. I am a pilgrim. I am 75 old. And I be in Santiago de Compostela. Okay. I be in Vatican. Yeah. And now I came here. Why I came here? Well, I call this way of mine from tomb to tomb. Okay. 3 years ago, I built my tomb. This is my tomb.
Oh, okay.
And this is my grandfather. And when I built the tomb, I told that on my language, put Lord of mine and God of mine. The word of Saint Thomas. I've Saint Ivan 2028. And when I put it at my tomb, in my mind, I don't so much about Saint Tom, and I looking, I saw Basilica, I saw the little mount, I saw everything in Chennai. I saw Kerala where they came, and I decided to go from my tomb to his tomb.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. This is my story.
Oh, my, that's really sweet.
Really sweet.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
Thank you for asking me.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir.
So, yeah.
Really, really nice. I wouldn't have guessed yours. I couldn't have guessed your age, even if I tried. Yeah, I assume 50. Oh!
You know what is Camino? Camino de Santiago.
Yes.
I walked 4 years before. I walked 800 kilometers, 40 days to the tomb of Saint James. And now I'm here. When I was young, 1979, I was first time in Vatican.
Okay. It's a great experience, I would say.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
This church stands in solidarity with many other churches around the world as one of the greatest marvels in Christian history. From the magnificent architecture of the cathedral to the glorious stoneworks and the tomb of St. Thomas, the great choir, all of this comes together and shines bright as a huge part of Chennai's history and also to the faith and history of Christians all around the globe. Now, we're going on a conclusion of this documentary, which is filmed being right next to the entrance of the Basilica. Now we've learned about the architectural significance and the cultural significance of this Basilica, and now we can understand its significance on not only the Christians of Chennai, but the Christians of all the surrounding places nearby. How St. Thomas gave them hope, spread Christianity, and how he spread the influence and the teachings of Christ to people to better their lives and to give faith and bring God into their hearts. Signing off together, this is Arun,
Atsa, Lakshmi,
Anamika.